The band Living Rooms, right? That's
Living Rooms, dude.
Nice.
Living Rooms.
I love it.
Sick band.
We got
Sick band name.
we're here to help promote their new single September. What's the name of the album that's coming though? I know that's not out yet, but
Fuck, dude. It's our EP.
EP.
You ain't gotta say it.
I'm not even sure what it's
You
called.
don't even know what it is.
Nah,
It's still a work
I didn't
in
make
progress,
up the
but-
name.
but
No,
the-
it's not. Like, it's legit. Like, someone already named it.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know. I'm not a part of that. I wrote one song.
Nice.
Other than that, dude, we give a lot of credit to Colin.
Yeah, is he the writer?
Yeah, he's a creator, you know?
Nice.
The lord of all daddies.
He does have a mean beard.
Mean beard.
He's got a daddy beard. That's
Mean
for sure.
beard. And I'm sure he'd love to be on the spot right now.
Absolutely.
We'll get him
Love to
on.
have him on.
You know? We'll definitely get him on.
I was
He
thinking,
would
I was like,
love
we
to
gotta
have a
get you,
conversation.
Andy, Matt. We gotta get all you guys on.
Oh, dude, it would be a dope time.
Absolutely.
But for those of you guys that don't know, Joe's been my neighbor for 18 years now, since I was 4, so he's kind of been big bro. And all I gotta say is he's one of the baddest men in Batavia, even though it is Batavia, so, you know, it's not really saying much.
The baddest.
But he's our second guest out of the episodes that we've done, the first being the legendary Brett Barrett. And now we got Joe Muoio, so we got 1 and 2 right there.
One thing he does have that Brett doesn't, he's the first guest we've had on video, because Brett was an audio only podcast. Yeah, and we're back with another video. Different setup this time. We're right here in his living room, unlike last time we were in your room. But
We've been everywhere.
we're gonna be in a lot of different locations for these. It's gonna be a work in progress.
We've been in the
but
trap room. We've
we've
been in
the
my
trap-
room.
That's where the
Yo, what
the
happens
audios.
in the trap room?
what happens in the trap room.
Yo,
stays in
do
the
you
trap
guys
room.
know about the trap, though? The trap house?
No.
You don't know about that Union Trap House?
The Union Trap House.
Union Trap
It's
House.
20. It's 19 and a half Union Street.
Yo, 19 and a half is my room. You do know?
Apparently.
You know about the Trap House?
No, man. I don't think we know about the Trap House on Union.
I won't speak about the Trap House, but I will speak about Now That It's Off My Chest EP, soon to come out, Living Rooms.
Nice.
That's what it's called, Now That It's Off My Chest.
And
You know why? It's because we fucking built this album. When this band started, it wasn't even really a start of a band. So I was good friends with Ben, my buddy Ben.
Mhm.
And he was good friends with my buddy Colin. I didn't really know Colin. So at the time, Ben was like, we were hanging out, and Ben was in between, like, Florida and Batavia. Didn't know what he should do. Whatever. Moved back to Florida. Colin had all this music already written for, like, years. Just, like, stockpiled, like, songs, like, mad songs.
Is he the one who started the
Yeah,
whole band?
for sure. Like, it's his sound. Like, he legit, it's his sound. So, all of it. Drums, guitar, bass. Just no vocals. So, it was like a month or two after Ben moved back from Florida. And I'm pretty sure Colin texted Ben and was like, yo, that Joe kid that you hang out with, you said he plays guitar. Can he actually play guitar? And Ben, like, gave me the benefit of the doubt. He goes, like, yeah, he can play. Give him a shout. Yo, I did not know how to play guitar at all. At all.
Well,
So,
you've been playing since we were 15, or you were 15.
playing.
Yeah.
Air quotes, playing.
Hey, man, from what I was hearing on that song, it sounded really good.
Yeah,
Guitar,
but
bass, all of it sounded good.
But what's cool about it is it's super simple.
Mhm.
It's super simple, but it gets to the point.
Yeah, no, I mean, it sounded like I was actually impressed. I wasn't, not saying it would have been bad, but I wasn't, didn't have any expectations, and I listened like, wow, that blew my mind.
No,
I
I know,
was really
dude.
impressed with it.
I'm in
Yeah.
the same boat. I'm in the same boat because when I hear something say, whatever, yeah, it's some music, and you're like,
Oh, shit, no, that
it's
sounds
kind of
legit.
tight.
Yeah, that sounds legit.
When I was away at school in the fall, like, I would talk to him a little bit, and he would tell me, like, I've been playing in a band, whatever. And I'd be like, oh, whatever, exactly. It's just some guys from Batavia playing in a band. And then New Year's Day, because I remember we went out New Year's Eve, and the next day he took me to band practice, and I was like, yo, you guys are good. Like, you guys just hang tight. And they were like, yeah, whatever. The kid that doesn't know anything about music is just saying that because he's Joe's friend. Here we are 10 months later, and they've come a long way.
Yeah. I was telling him, because he told me to look the song up, and I was just like, all right, well, check Apple Music, and I liked everything, like the cover of it. Like
It's tough to find it now. We haven't totally figured out how about to like do it the correct way, like where you type in our name, it's like
right
significant, like boom, like oh, here they are.
Right.
So we're still trying to work out those little kinks. It's weird getting into that.
Right.
The whole like distributing your music and making sure that it's on all platforms, and like for people just to like type in your name and be like, oh shit, here's your music.
Well, that's a popularity thing, isn't it? Like the more popular you get now.
Yes and no. Obviously,
though,
you have to market your music, but
okay. So when I even just
have
that in September living rooms,
yeah,
I went.
I mean, it should pop right up.
It came, so it's like obviously they have this whole thing here, this like live living room tour or whatever, but then right there,
yeah,
second
for sure.
song, September living rooms,
yeah,
single. I was, dude, but what I really liked about the song, like lyrics good, the singing, I was impressed with too. But dude, like I love how it ends, man. I love that guitar solo right at the end. That part, I was like, all right, that's a sweet ending.
Yeah, Colin is a fucking dude. He's a shredder.
Yeah, he did a great job.
He doesn't want to take credit for the shredding. You got to be like, dude, you're a shredder. He's like, nah, it's really not that good. It's like, nah.
It was good.
Listen, you got your own voice. Like, everyone can play guitar. Honestly, everyone. I could teach everyone in this motherfucker to play a few chords or strum anything or play a song. Mm-hmm. I could teach any of you to play a song today, right now, within this hour. But to have your own voice on the guitar, dude, that's something special. And right. Colin does have that. Like, he wrote this beautiful, like, music that takes us back to our day.
So you're saying, like when you turn on the radio and, like, you hear a Van Halen song, you're like, oh, that's Eddie.
That's Eddie.
That's what you're saying.
It's
like, oh, that's Colin.
Hear,
like that slash,
yeah. Like, when I hear that guitar, it's like, oh, I know who that, I can tell Colin's riffs. I can see his, like, path, and I just know that he's got his own voice, but he won't accept that himself.
He's being humble.
He won't. He's being humble.
Well, I'm saying right now, I don't think I've actually ever had a conversation with Colin, but man, he killed it.
Dude's
killed it.
Stiff riffs.
Killed it.
Wait for the other songs to come out, dude.
Hashtag stiff riffs.
Yeah. So I mean, I was listening to like some.
After this, I'll give you a sneak peek about the new song, which jumps off this single, like. Next level.
See that, people? We got more coming. More to come.
Yo, this is what. All right, so I'm getting back to how this originated. Mm-hmm. Colin came to me, came to Ben. Ben, can this guy Joe play guitar? Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. They talked about it. Ben's like, yeah, give him a shot. So Colin hit me up. We weren't really great friends. Mm-hmm. We weren't really friends at all. We were just like acquaintances through Ben. So he hits me up. We hang out a few times, and we run through, like, his first couple songs, and I'm so bad. Like, I can't even play one chord. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, work with me. Like, I can do this. I can play some guitar. Like, it's in me to be a rock star.
Well, we knew that.
Like,
he showed
I'm
up.
About sex, drugs, and rock and roll. What's up, ladies?
Well,
Hit me
up,
up,
guys. He showed up an hour and a half late today. That's rock star for you. Okay, I'm gonna start calling him just rock star all the time.
He lives next door.
Yeah.
Literally walking. Yeah.
Hashtag suck that tit. So he hits me up. We play guitar for like a couple months, and I'm getting better. He's like, all right, maybe he does have something there that we can work with. So me and Colin worked for like a couple months, and then he's like, all right, well let's start something. Let's start a band. Let's start some music. He's like, do you know anyone that can play drums? You know, so I flick through my phone. I'm scrolling through my phone. I read these names. I'm like, nah, maybe, nah. Yo, I get to Andy. And I'm like, Andy played the quads and drum line, and he was so dope at them. You know the 4 drums? Yeah. Like, there's, like, big toms and small toms. And
looking like Nick Cannon in
dude,
Drumline.
Just,
the movie Drumline.
Yo, exactly. Ripping it. And Andy was always ripping it. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to know how to play quads or drums, you went to Andy. Because he was so fast.
Yeah, that's what you were really talking to him. You're like, dude, this guy on drums.
Joe does a good job of guitar. I don't know anything about music.
Yo,
but
it's easy.
Colin shreds guitar.
Yes.
But I know
Andy.
drums is different than guitar, but you watch Andy.
There's like levels to these.
Yeah.
He's, like, on
He's
a whole
the
new
best
level.
one in the band.
Yeah.
But you know what
He's
might even be
so-
more.
It sounds
It's-
like it's again.
Yo,
it
it's
sounds
so
sick.
hard to play drums. He's the best one in the band. My shit is easy. I can legit teach my part to all of you, but you can't rock it out like I rock it out. That's what separates me, right?
He does, dude. He's got a mean leg kick at
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
same part in every
Fuck
song.
off with my
He's
leg
got the
kick.
same leg
Yeah.
kick, dude.
Wait, you guys you've played right up in Buffalo. You've actually played live.
yeah, and I sang. I was the lead singer.
Oh, you were singing then.
I
Dude, he
the
was
lead
so
s-
nervous. He was
Oh, I'd
so
be
nervous,
shitting my
dude.
pants.
Dude,
I could just
nervous.
see it. I showed up that day.
Yo,
And I could
there were
just see
some
it in his
hot
eyes.
girls. There was some hot ass
Dude.
chicks there, and I was like, yo.
Hey, man, playing music
did
is
it.
definitely a good way to get with chicks.
I was like, yo, there's
And-
mad hot girls here.
And I'm not
saying
gonna
is-
lie.
I didn't have a girlfriend at that time. Jeez, B money. Back off me.
Shout out to Brett.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
But seriously,
Anyways.
I don't know anything about music, but I've said this for the last few months now. He's got that kind of voice where, yeah, he's not gonna probably sing you a whole song, but he can come in. Like, you know how like
Back
Blink
up.
I
182
can do
has
that
two different
back
singers.
up.
and
He's got that
If
like
I
Papa
remember, I
Roach.
heard
Yeah.
that.
Just
Isn't
wait,
that in
just
your
wait,
song,
just
too?
wait.
There was backup in it,
Yeah,
right? I
he
heard
does
that,
his
yeah.
own. Usually, I actually don't know because I don't know shit about music.
Mm-hmm.
But if now that I've been like listening thoroughly to music, if you hear a band on stage, yes, they do have those guys in the band like backup sing.
Right.
But on the track, like on the actual physical like track that's put out, it's usually the singer that can back his own vocals up.
Oh,
so you
that was
just do it.
actually him twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was him twice. That's
Yeah.
all of the vocals are all Matt.
And actually, the dude that was playing
Dude.
bass on that single was Colin, right? Matt didn't play that bass, right?
No, but
Okay,
he
so-
is the bass player. We replaced our
Yeah.
bass player. Matt plays bass and sings lead. So it's dope.
Now, how did you get into guitar? Because you've been playing. I remember when you were 15, you go to Roxy's and get
Dude,
lessons.
I did.
And
It was
Was it just something
somewhere
cool?
around there. It was always a Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. Like 110%. It
Telling
was
him.
always fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You heard it here first on the spot. Living Rooms is the next Chili Peppers. All right, it's starting right here. All right,
Start.
and when you start touring, I want to tag along just for the the groupies.
Dude,
all right.
absolutely.
I told you, I'm their
Dude.
PR/security guy. So
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, dude. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. Yo, you get one shot at living your years.
Right.
I want to fuck. I want to play rock and roll. I want to do some sweet drugs.
Right.
Fuck
While we're in
it.
our prime here. Yeah.
No, but seriously, so Red Hot Chili Peppers, I don't know what it was about his guitar, but it was different and it stuck out from the rest. And I was always into blues music too. So and blues music is super heavy in guitar and lead guitar. So I was always obsessed with the sound of a guitar. So I always knew I wanted to play it cuz like when I would hear people play their guitar like on a track, like it would hit me like emotionally, like it would just move something in me where I was like, wow, guitar is so powerful. Like I wish I could do these bends and licks and like, so that was always like a motivator. Like, man, you should definitely put a guitar in your hand because you can just like spew emotions out in music. Like that's why I love music. Like fuck singing in that band. Yo, that's nerve-wracking. I never want to sing in a band ever again. I'll do backups because that's fun.
Right.
But being the
So
main
this
thing
isn't
that
gonna
people
be,
hear,
this won't be a Beatles situation. He's not Paul McCartney.
No,
and,
no,
the lead
no,
singer's John. We're
no.
not having that. He's like, nah,
No.
you can take all of it.
no, fuck it. You can have that shit, dude. Because I legit just enjoy playing my guitar and standing in front of my amp and be like, oh, this sounds so sweet.
Yeah, so that's my favorite part of listening to, like, at least rock in particular. It is the guitar. Like, that's always my favorite part. That's why my favorite part there is the guitar at the end. Like, I love the lyrics. I like the singing, but, dude, just the way it kind of shreds at the end.
My favorite part is just all of it coming together. Exactly what you said, like that emotion when you hear that. Like, dude, there's so many songs I can name off, like I'll just say Beatles songs or Chili Pepper songs, where as soon as you start and the drums and everything comes together, you can't even put a word in it. It just sparks this feeling in you, and you just feel like you're on top of the world. And it's coming from a song It's coming from nothing that is tangible. It's just something that was written 40, 30, 20, 10 years ago.
Sound.
The thing with me is
sound that hits you somewhere. It's just amazing.
See, for me, it was always like the songs that I know I really like is when you just you hear it and it gives you that little chill. Like it's like, oh shit. And that song did. I was like, oh wow. Like it really. I had no expectations. I'm like, okay, I'm sure they'll be pretty good. No, that was.
You haven't heard anything before that?
No, that was the first. I mean, you should, but it was like on a cell phone, so it was.
I showed him that thing you put up a while ago on Instagram. You guys jamming in the basement. It was the end of that. It was the end of September. Right? No vocals.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, you guys were shredding, but again, no lyrics or anything. But it was. You were shredding. I mean,
yo, Matt Wojanic, hashtag Matt Wojanic, is so good at singing.
Yeah, no, I was really impressed.
I'm glad you guys found him because that was a big thing for a while was who's gonna sing, and I know you guys jumped around from guy to guy.
It's perfect too for that style of music. Like his voice, that's perfect style for that style of music.
Perfect.
He nailed it.
It's great. It's got
and he's just a great person. It's just good to have him. It feels like, and this is what I like told Colin. Like I love playing music, but I don't want it to be like random people. It's so it feels like family. Like it's honestly playing music with these 3 guys, a 4-person band. Like it's so tight and it's very like personable. Like even when we're practicing, it's like this is like legit. Like it feels good. Yeah. And that's what was most important to me is like I want to do this. I love playing music, but it's so much better when you're doing it with your friends. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's fucking great. Even if it doesn't go anywhere or anything, dude, just the fact that we get to play a few songs, original songs in a basement together, drink beer, and then watch the Bills game after and shit, like, dude, that's a fucking dope day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a dope day.
And I mean, like I said, you guys killed it, so I could totally see it
dude,
going
wait till you hear the rest of these fucking songs.
You guys think I mean, obviously...
Dude, I got high hopes.
Yeah, but do you think you'll play, like, play anywhere? I mean, because there's, places around, even Batavia, but Buffalo, Rochester.
So
I can see you guys totally getting in around there.
Oh, dude, for sure. We released...
I would show up.
Yeah, we released our single today, September. Facebook us, Living Rooms Band. Instagram, Living Rooms Band New York. We're on fucking all the platforms, but, dude... It's crazy. We got people hitting us up already like, yo, we want to book you here. We want to book you, like, when can we come crowd surf? When can we it's already and we got to owe that all to our singer, dude. Matt is so clean. The music fits him perfect and just the friendship alone is going to sell itself.
I honestly think you guys are going to be the next big thing in Western New York. Like, I mean, hey, it would be great if you guys turned into something where it was like, yo, these guys are going to Warped Tour. We got to go. It might happen. But, dude, for the Buffalo, Rochester 585-716 scene, I really believe that you guys have the potential to be like a down-to-earth approach and be like, oh, yeah, I know those guys.
And not even that big. Like, even if it's just in this town and it sparks ideas. Right. Like, that's worthy enough of, like, the music that we created and the shows that we might perform is if we inspire our younger group to want to do music. Because that's way dope. I just want people to be creative.
And that's exactly, I mean, that's a great
because that's literally the only reason to live. You got to be creative. Create things for your own. Create an image for yourself that isn't like someone else's. Like, you don't got to be like everyone else. You know what I mean?
And it's a great thing that we got you on here so early in our show because that's kind of why me and him got into this podcast. We don't want to say his name, but Joe Rogan, who's a fucking G. If you ever listen to this, by the way, probably not.
You get him on this podcast, it would blow up.
But like we start talking, we're like, yo, there's nothing.
Yo, pray for Joe. Pray for Joe. Let's bow our heads right now. Moment of silence for Joe. I'm smoking weed for you, Joe.
Go look up Joe Rogan if you don't know what that is, but what we're talking about.
But
what you're saying.
Like exactly what he said, creativity, bringing it home, doing it for the people around here and trying to spark ideas. Like, that's what this is about, our podcast.
Yeah. Like, the whole idea why even we do this is just because it's like, hey, 3 people can listen to this, 300 people can listen to this, 3 million people can listen. We don't care. Like, the point is it's friends sitting down. We're having conversations. We're bringing interesting people on from around this area and seeing what good stuff they're doing. It's like, not all the cool people are out in California or Vegas or... You know what I mean? Like, there's sweet people just around here that you gotta find.
I want to fucking 360 this right now.
Okay, what's that?
Is that I've been listening to a few podcasts, and I'm sure you have too, about how people aren't talking bad about millennials. They're like, no, they're on the up and coming. What I love about this is that we're the ones listening to wiser, older people talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These podcasts, like, I love how these podcasts are blowing up because older people aren't listening to these.
No, they're set in their ways with radio, and
yeah,
it's just we have
Dude,
so much more exposure to technology and listening to other voices.
But the information you can get from these is just like amazing. Like even me talking about music, like I wish more people would play music and exercise.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because it just opens your mind up. Music is just like. It's like a release. It's honestly like smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just like chill out. Nothing matters. I'm not gonna get mad about nothing. All that matters right now is that I play these sweet notes and it matches these other people's notes, and somehow it works together, and we make music.
Right.
And then this badass dude's singing the song, and it's like, holy shit, this is a song. Like that. Like some people like. Come up to us and they're like, I don't understand how you guys make this work, like this and this and this. Neither do I. Yo, I literally don't know how it works, but somehow we made it mesh together, and it's fucking dope. Dude, I'm gonna play you a sneak peek song after this. Yeah. I wish I could leak it, yo. I wish I could leak it on the show. I swear to God. I swear.
We want to do that for the rest of the band, but no, I hear you.
Dude, it's just like I wish people would pick up a guitar because it's easy and it's a release. It's like a stress relief, and I'm all about that. Like, yo, holy fuck. Prime example. Before I was mad late to get here, I went to Quick Fill to put gas in my tank. And I gave the guy cash at the register or whatever, and he was in a miserable mood. Like I could just I'm feeling this dude's waves. He was miserable. Didn't look me in the eye, nothing. I don't know why. I was like, "What's wrong, man?" I was like, "What's up with you?" I was like, "Something's not right. You got something on your mind. You need to get off." He's like, "It's my fucking manager." I was like, "It's fucking right, it's your manager." I was like, "Talk shit about him right now to me." And he did. It was great. So he talked shit about his manager. I was like, "Listen, is it your job to worry about your manager?" He goes, "Well, he should do his job right." I was like, "Listen, is it your job to worry about your manager?" He goes, "Nah, it's not." I go, "Listen, dude, that stress is not good for your health." I got way hippie on him. But it's true. Like, that stress is not good for you. And dude, that's why I said, I go, that stress is not good for your health.
But you know
I took my change and I left. And, I
Listen
peeked back into the window and I could see him just, rubbing his forehead like, fuck that guy, seriously. Dropping some shit on me.
Dropping some knowledge.
Just totally could have been like the throwing that plug. Just, make you happier? Listen to September, all right? Just walks out. Just really throw a promo in there.
Yo, listen to this song.
It'll make you way happier, I promise.
Dude, that's great. Oh my God. Yeah, that's my story from Quickie Fill.
Wow.
Isn't it funny how just random circumstances, like that dude is probably going to go home and drink a beer later, and he's probably going to think about that. I don't know what he's going to think about it.
I hope he does.
I don't know what he's going to think about it, but he's going to be like, dude, who was that dude? Where did he come from?
Why did he care?
What was he doing?
He must be in a dope band. He looks sweet as fuck.
I mean, if that's the conclusion he draws, then all the power to him, but...
Watch, he's probably actually just going to go home and drink like 9 beers and just eat a ton of meth. Just
it is Batavia. It is Batavia,
yo,
dude.
I didn't even.
Really
there's some bad stuff going around.
I walked in there. I was like, "Hey, you got them backwoods?" He goes, "I got the honeyberry." I go, "Perfect." Yo, I haven't had the honeyberry.
Those are the best ones. I told you those are the best
I
ones.
know. I've only got to a store where they had the
Now you
harsh
bought them.
ones.
It's this week and you bought them now.
I'll smoke one with Vinny. Fuck off. I ain't gotta
Cigars.
smoke with. I'll
Cigars.
smoke
Cigars.
Vinny and Jake. Yeet.
Cigars. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
18 and legal. Yeah, so we're... You know what's funny with this podcast? We also partially, for those of you who can't see, the Yankee game is also going on here. Go Yankees. He's wearing a Red Sox shirt today. Team got eliminated. As you saw in the last podcast, your boy here was super pumped about both the Packers and Yanks going on a tear.
I cannot. Yo, did you watch last night's game?
That game
How
was
crazy was that game?
Talk about the
Was that
Nationals
they were
and Cubs
talking
game.
about
Game
it
5.
on SportsCenter? They were like, if they write the book to this game, it's the most nuts game ever, dude.
Dude, this is why it was crazy for me.
Holy, what a great game to watch. As a non-baseball fan, yo, that shit's boring as fuck to watch.
As a baseball fan, it's boring as fuck to
Yo,
watch.
that game was fucking lit.
Playoff
Yo,
baseball's
I
crazy.
mean, hits and pitches, like dope pitches where you're like, whoa. And hits where you're like, oh. And then, dude, and then people switching the pitchers and shit. Dude, it was nuts. I've never seen a baseball game
I
like
walked
that.
in the house and it was 1-0 Cubbies, and then it was 1-1 Nats, and then it was 4-1 Nats. And I'm like, I was like, dude, it's game over. It's the fourth inning. It's 4-1. They're playing at their stadium. The Cubs won last year. The Nats are up and rising. It's their time.
Gun.
And then the Nats bring in Max Scherzer, one of the best pitchers in the game, and I'm like, it's
probably
over.
gonna win the Cy
It's
Young.
over.
I love watching him pitch, and the Yankees pitcher, the Asian Tanaka. If I could watch Tanaka and Scherzer pitch every night, yo, I would watch baseball every single night.
Tanaka's going right now, actually.
Yo, Tanaka is sick to watch.
He's
He's
a
so fun to watch, and Scherzer, dude, guy throws fucking gas.
100.
Oh, it's a beast.
100.
Dude, the ball, like, it just amazes me. It's so fast.
Tanaka actually didn't have a great year, but the last month he's been dicing. He's
Dicing.
been dicing people.
In
Dude.
game,
he's been
game
K-ing
3, dude,
people.
He threw a
Out of his mind.
7-inning shutout. Like, shutout through 7.
Yo,
only gave
what
up,
I
His
love about
last
him-
regular season, he had 15 Ks.
Career high 15 Ks.
Yo, what I
right
love
now
ab-
he's dealing to like 18 pitches and 2
Dude, the
outs
second
in
inning.
6
Get that hat out of here. Get it out of here.
Go with a real team. You're
Oh
the one
my
wearing a
God.
shirt of a team that got eliminated.
Because I'm a true fan.
Nah,
You're a
Fuck
sucker.
you.
Nothing else
Listen.
to say.
His
You got
question
nothing else
is, why are you talking shit?
He's trying to. Yeah, why am I talking shit? We're in the ALCS.
Yo, listen,
team.
Tanaka has composure there. His face doesn't change.
Japanese.
And I love that he doesn't
samurai.
speak fucking English.
Yeah, they
Dice-
gotta learn that.
Dude,
Dice
he
can't
has a
either.
translator that makes like 80 grand a year.
A lot of them
Hell of a
do.
job.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, but all that translator does is go to baseball games.
Dude, we
what
were-
the?
Great job.
It was like the UFC. We were watching the
Great job.
UFC
Dude.
fight from Saturday, and
How
that
come,
Italian
how
chick.
come my mom and dad weren't like, yo, learn Chinese, make monies? Like, I don't get it.
I was told that, but I was like, nah, fuck that.
Yo.
My dad
learn,
wanted
like,
me to learn
Spanish?
Arabic. My dad wanted me to learn Arabic and go into the FBI, and I was like, I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And then I turned 16, 17, and I started to be a rebel, and I was like, no,
Nah, I don't want to learn
I don't want to
Arabic.
do that.
No one
Like,
do
wait,
it.
I have to dry my hair off with a towel around my head.
yeah.
And you're like, I can't do this.
But we were watching the UFC fights from Saturday, and the first fight, I don't know her name, the Italian chick fought the Brazilian chick, and the Italian chick whooped her, which we did not fucking believe was going to happen.
She took her down immediately and just choked her.
Just
She mounted her,
mounted
got her
her,
in a
dude.
rear naked choke, and that was it.
Boners.
And
Boners.
it was so
Ball
funny
game.
listening to Joe Rogan say something, and then the translator would say something,
Minivans.
and then you gotta wait.
And then you hear her saying, yeah, speaking Italian back, and just like, oh, mama.
Oh, mama.
Love that Italian.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Truffle
whoever you
butter.
are.
Yeah.
You want to come on the spot, baby?
She was cute. But yeah, no, that was a great card,
Taint.
though, that UFC. You know what I'm really pumped for, and I know Joe's super into this too, the UFC, the next one, the UFC 217.
That one's gonna be crazy.
Because that one's the main event is,
Yo,
well, what we got.
what
that one has
happened to
Garbrandt,
fucking
Dillashaw.
Johnson?
Which one? Johnson? DJ?
Yeah.
Demetrius?
Wait, no, my bad. The guy that beat the heavyweight. Fuck. I forgot. Jones.
heavyweight?
Bones Jones.
Oh, John Jones? Yeah.
Yo, did that just go to rest or what? He's done?
As of now, he's got the 2-year suspension. They still haven't, like, it's still going through, like, the process, but he's screwed.
He's done.
Wasn't
Yeah. Well,
thought we were
he's
going
facing
for
a
4.
maximum of 4, but it's a dead minimum of 2. So who knows? It depends. Because he's got to get suspended by 2 commissions, either because they were in Nevada or California, whichever one.
Yo,
they
did
were
you
in,
listen
and
to
you
that
saw it.
fucking podcast?
And I watched the documentary, dude. That was
Icarus?
crazy.
Did
That
you
was
watch
crazy.
Icarus?
Yes, I watched it.
Okay,
with
so
that
You
was
watched
crazy.
it with him?
That
For
was
those of you
crazy.
that don't know,
That
we're
was
talking
crazy.
about
I'm so
about
glad I listened to that podcast and watched that document. That was
Did you
crazy.
listen to it after I told you?
Yeah, as soon as you said that,
Dude.
we went inside, we listened to it, and that was crazy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was crazy.
For
Is
those
that
of
not
you-
mind-blowing?
I didn't realize how far back that goes. The Russians.
So
like,
far back, and we're so blind to it. Like, it's just
let's tell people what's going on. So for those of you that don't know, Joe Rogan did a podcast last week, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. He had Brian Fogel on. That's Fogel if you want to look it up. And this guy was saying how through a whole story that we're not really going to get into, he found out that the Russians have been blood doping and taking steroids in the Olympics for like
forever.
for the last 40 years. And there's a documentary on Netflix called Icarus. It was crazy.
Yeah,
you have to
definitely
look it
watch
up.
Definitely watch that documentary because that was crazy.
Icarus. Icarus.
Isn't that crazy?
Girl, I want to let you know that the back of your head is ridiculous. That's what that was, all right? It was ridiculous.
But isn't that so elaborate? Isn't that so elaborate that they, in the middle of the night, they would go
Ridiculous.
and sneak that stuff out?
Oh, I know that was. But dude, how like nonchalant though? Like the actual Russian like director doping guy was just like, yeah, I'll help you. And then he realized, dude, I'm in trouble. You need to bring me to the States because like they're gonna kill me if I stay here. Like Putin's going to kill me.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. Like all the power.
Watch, this is gonna go out there now. And a Russian spy is gonna come and axe us. But so if that happens, if we just show up with a heart attack or a stroke,
that's a bad-
or I
that-
drown.
That's a
Russian
badass
killed me.
death. I'll die that death.
You get killed by a
Honorably.
Russian spy.
Fuck yeah. Yo.
Be like, dude, Joe,
Badass.
Joe Muoio,
Yo.
killed by a badass Russian spy. Some KGB
Yeah, but it's not going to
motherfucker.
say that. It's not going to say that.
No.
It's going to
No,
say,
it better say
We'll
that.
know. We got
It
video
fucking
proof.
better say that.
say 27-year-old Joseph Muoio was found in his bed,
24,
overdosed.
27,
I
bitch.
said 27.
This is what it'll really say. You know, Joseph Muoio in his bed, completely naked, found with needles in his arm. But he will be
Hard
really
8-inch cock. Still.
Yeah,
The baddest man in Batavia.
Always stay hard,
Man,
right?
This
Yo,
podcast
stay
really
black.
took a turn, man. Let me tell you.
It's a good one, though.
It's
It's
a
a
great
good one, dude.
podcast.
But isn't that crazy?
Stay black.
And then he said, do you think it's possible to win an Olympic medal without blood doping?
He's like, absolutely
No.
no. He's like, they're all doing it, especially all the Russians. It's like, Jesus. For 40 years, dude, since the 60s,
Oh,
50 years.
Yo, but you heard him talk about the Beijing one too,
Yeah,
where like it was like
Chinese.
where it's literally all political. They're like, yo, look at how big we get, look how many medals we get, look at our exit thing. They're like, yo, we're badass.
Or how about even just the conflict of interest? They were like, Beijing, like how they produce like the most anabolic like steroids in the country, and
Shout out to the douchebags.
crashing the video. Absolutely crashed. Probably won't be able to hear us though because
Yeah.
we got mics. And
I fucked your mom.
Are you talking to my mom? Talking about my mom or that kid? Shout out to Bryce Regal, shortstop for my summer league team. He went 0 for
Bryce
160.
Regal, mom's pussy is regal.
Oh, Jesus. All right, we're going to have to block that part out now.
Tonight I'm gonna have to do some serious editing. Or we'll just leave it on. We'll see how it goes. I don't
What are
know.
we talking about?
Hashtag regal pussy.
Talking about the doping, China doping, blood doping, anabolic steroids. Let's see if we can get back. See if we can get back on that. Yeah, but no, they had a huge.
I stay
conflict-
stinky.
They had a huge conflict of interest because they produced like the most mass anabolic steroids. God damn it! I can't even successfully transition this one.
What? Cause that smell in here? Is it stank in here, Regal? That Regal stank. Alright, listen. That was a crazy documentary. People cheat. Living rooms rocks and rolls.
Oh man, but yeah, if you guys haven't heard it yet, definitely go out there. September by the Living Rooms. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. Where else are you guys on? You're on everything?
Dude, all the platforms.
All of them.
They're getting worked out right now. There's a few kinks because people suck. But, you know, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify. Dude, it's on.
They're on Apple Music, so yeah, go.
We got an EP coming out soon.
Nice.
Dude, we're really excited.
Yeah.
We're excited to get the music going back. Like when I grew up, and my brother Sean, it was like we went to Main Street Coffee. That's when Main Street Coffee was around, Batavia on Main Street, and we would go to those shows all the fucking. That was the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was legit. The thing to do was like you listen. Like nowadays, it's so weird. The music is like the kids. I don't know what kids in high school listen to now. It's like mostly like what I think is rap.
Yeah,
I think that's what all the kids listen to.
Yeah.
Dude, when we grew up, there wasn't rap. It was like a lot of like music locally.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't music locally, it was like, Brand New, Taking Back Sunday.
Right.
Like, that Seosin, stuff like that. Like, that's what all of us...
Shout out to Seosin.
That's what all of us listened to. Like, even if you weren't friends with those friend groups, you still listen to that same music. And you always... Dude, Main Street Coffee was the fucking spot. Always, dude. Always, dude. Dude, fucking Beware Bears are... Right? Beware Bears, dude. Down Earth Approach, fucking Scarletta, dude, just mad sick music straight from Batavia, and that's what was like the main influence of like all of us starting this Living Rooms band.
Well, do you think there's anywhere around here that you guys could get in, like in Batavia?
Dude, I've always thought about trying to open something here. Let's see. So we had Main Street Coffee. That closed, and now it's like some weird bookstore. And then there was Moon Java. They used to have like a few shows that they would put on there. They stopped that because it got too noisy. Dude, and I wish I would have like gone, someone that had money, I wish we would have bought the City Church. Because that's like a town ballroom type of area. Yeah. It's big. It's like it's intimate. It's intimate. Yeah. It's intimate, and you have a stage, so you could have a sick fucking show. Like I wish I would have like gone into business with someone that could have bought that, because we would have brought music back to Batavia. So
now, I mean, I know it's a more of an older crowd, and obviously in the winter you can't. But what about Jackson Square in the summer? I mean, I know that's an old crowd. It's an old crowd.
You can bring new people in, man. You can bring the young crowd. You just got to market it right.
Yeah.
But
it is.
That's really what it comes down to.
It does. It's
advertise it properly. It's
getting the people in Batavia to want that sort of element back here. Because, dude, I can't talk enough about it. But growing up in that little era of Main Street Coffee was probably the coolest thing you could have done in Batavia. Because we just had music. Right. Like, that's legit. You guys didn't have that. Like, I feel bad for you guys. But, like, me and Sean, like, we grew up, and it was, like, instruments. Like, people playing instruments in a band. Like, that, dude, it doesn't get any fucking cooler. So I wish we can bring that back. And that's kind of what we're aiming for with this band. It's like, yo, this is what we grew up on. Mm-hmm. This is what we love hearing and playing. And this is what we used to jam out to. And we just kind of wanted to, like... Dude, even if it doesn't get off the ground, if it gets into a few people's ears and they're like, I would love to play music, that's a fucking win. Because playing music as itself is just like a release from reality. So you're just, you're outside of yourself.
Playing music for all the right reasons. Listen to it September by Living Rooms. Check them out.
And I'd just like to close out the spot today by saying Aaron Judge struck out to make the last out in the third inning.
Yeah, fuck Aaron Judge.
In the ALCS, you prick.
Fuck
it's
Aaron
over.
Judge. I'll fuck your mom.
What a petty answer. Goodbye.